January. You know what that means. Time for New Year's resolutions. So, this year I'm doing my resolutions a little bit differently, and I think it would be cool if you guys join me. So far they've been working really well, and stay tuned and let's get to it. So first, I decided to categorize all of my resolutions into 5 main categories that I believe people have resolutions in. I personally chose one resolution from each of these categories, and I didn't want to choose more than one for each category. I felt that I would probably be able to complete one from each category instead of doing multiple. If you focus on too many things at once in one specific area, it can be kind of hard to master all of those. So for example, I go to the gym a lot. I love the gym, and I decided I want to just do yoga at least once a week. So for me, I know this is something doable because I already love the gym and I also do go to yoga class a lot. I just want to be more consistent at it. So my other tip would be not to pick too many resolutions, especially if you know yourself. But hey, if you think one major resolution works for you, then go ahead. For me, I want to master a few little things this year. I like to be busy, as my family knows, and it probably drives me crazy. But I know that I can accomplish more than one. So my next tip would be to plan. Now, planning is so important. I am such a planner. I never was up until maybe like 2-3 years ago. And for me, it works, okay? So not everyone's a planner. Not everybody chooses to plan their days. And then there's other people who it makes them feel really good to know what they're doing each day. But I do suggest that in whatever aspect you plan, however you're gonna do it, make sure that you're planning in some type of way. So for me, like I said, I like to use a planner, write out time slots, do this at this time, this day, and usually I'm more inclined to get it done if I write it down. I do want to mention that I was hanging out with one of my friends a few days ago, and she was showing me how she put all of her New Year's resolutions in her phone. I think that's really smart too, because no matter what, if you're a planner or not, most of us use our phones all the time, and if we have it right in our notes section of our phone, it's going to be easier for us to access and keep track of what we're doing. Leading into that, my next tip would be to not make excuses, and this one seems kind of like obvious, but if you're not gonna do something one week and you say, oh, whatever, I'll just do it next week, it's fine, no big deal, you're probably gonna do that again. I'm sure like you have experience with that. Everyone has had that happen to them before. You put something off, keeps getting put off until weeks and weeks and weeks, and then it never gets done. And so your resolution is not gonna happen. So my next tip would be to revise your resolutions. Now, I say this if you pick something that was just way too out of reach. Sometimes we expect ourselves to be somewhere and we have a busy schedule or something. I mean, we're only human, right? We have things going on. If that's the case, just revise your resolutions. Make them a little smaller, and you can keep revising them until you reach that big plan of yours. I like to use an example of weight loss. Now, everyone's different, everyone's body's different, right? I mean, I may be able to lose weight sooner or more than someone else next to me, but I'm not saying that's true. I mean, I wish it was true, but, so if that's the case and you're expecting yourself to lose 100 pounds this year and you see that it's not going that way because you're not losing a lot of weight each week, maybe a pound a week or so, you just don't want to be disappointed, and disappointment makes you discouraged and it makes you unhappy. My last tip would be to not lose consistency. Now, I myself see this word all the time, and sometimes I even get sick of it. I'm like, all right, we get it. Consistency, okay, but you cannot reach a goal without consistency. But if you look into your life, anything you achieved, whether it's a career, whether it's school, being a parent, raising a healthy dog, I don't know, like, you had to do something consistent, right? Consistency is everywhere in our lives, whether we see it or not. You can think about it for anything that you've accomplished, right? Consistency was the main key. And lastly, I want to say, everybody, enjoy this year, live it up, make endless memories, and I hope you all have a positive and healthy year. If you like this video and you have any ideas for future videos, please let me know in the comments. And now get out there and make your resolution a reality. See you next time. Bye.